N.o.b. Leave your feelings at the door.
Alright, for the fucking, fifth time today, welcome back to this fucking podcast.
Talking about ghosts.
It's spooky season. I have the mindset of Hades right now, and I'm ready to fucking smite all of you bitches. This is D-Money Swag Money. It's your boy Chavi. My wife and my kid are here. My dog's somewhere in the back. I'm sure someone's gonna fucking interrupt us again for the 100th time.
I never interrupted you.
Yes, you did. Your kid did. He's part of you. So as Derek said, I don't know if he said it or not, but we're going to be talking about spirits, ghosts, demons, shit like that, ghoulies, and whatnot. Explain the set.
Haunted mansion thing.
They probably can't see that. Oh, well, they got to see it from the side, don't they?
Yeah,
Never mind, they see it.
He's on a piano, or an organ, fuck, whatever. Invisible Man, It Chapter 1, Van Helsing.
It Chapter 1 better than Chapter 2. By a long shot.
I like 2, but it's just because Bill Hader's in it.
It was okay.
Nothing beats Stephen King.
They didn't. What? Stephen King wrote the book. He's not a director.
Oh, it's not.
It's not.
Yes, he is a director.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. He is an author.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
He has made
How is that
TV
stupid?
shows, but he's not a director.
Didn't he do The Shining?
No.
No, that was Stanley Kubrick. He wrote the book The Shining.
Yeah.
That's
Okay, somebody's not in on their history.
See what we have to deal with.
But, as stated in one of the other attempts of this, when it comes to demons, the only thing I can find on the internet is about damn theological demons. And that's not what I'm wanting to look at. That's a book. We're not doing that. I saw something on my phone, and it gave a bunch of why did that book pop up twice? I'm not clicking the same link. But there was something that had it had Yadarona on it and stuff like that, and different I'm not trying to log into Facebook. Oh my lord. So we're probably just gonna have to fucking wing it on the demons and evil spirits type shit.
I'm sure that stuff's a lot harder to look up.
Probably because, I mean, here's a list of them, but like I said, I think these are either all fallen angels and Judeo-Christian traditions and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that these demons aren't scary, but these aren't the types of demons that I want to be.
Well, those are the demons that scare me more than.
Oh, probably. Let's do this.
It is. Annabelle is supposed to be a demon in real life, right? It's not just a.
It is a demon.
Yeah, it's possessed by a demon.
Okay.
Or, well, it's possessed by that girl.
See, now that I know what I know about poltergeists, that's what I was trying to figure out. Is it a poltergeist or is that a demon? The Sally house is definitely a demon. Which is a house in the Midwest, and that shit's full.
Well, according to ghostandgravestones.com, a poltergeist actually means noisy ghost, like the actual word poltergeist. Says it is to have the ability to move or knock things over, make noise, and manipulate the physical environment, which is pretty much how the Poltergeist movie worked. So I'm guessing all of the...
It's also one of the rarest forms of hauntings.
Yeah. I mean, so I guess you could say that all of the demons are kind of like a poltergeist. Because
So and it even says there with or poltergeist with them, what it is it's negative energy, but it attaches to a person to use their energy to do the stuff.
Right.
Like it says it right there. I freaking saw it. Have
Is a mass form of energy that a living person is controlling.
unknowingly.
Yeah.
So it's like someone's negative emotions are making this shit happen, pretty much.
Right.
Which is terrifying as fuck.
Honestly, so you need to perk up and not be so negative about things, or else you're gonna make a poltergeist, and it's gonna like latch onto our kid. But yeah, so poltergeist is like one type of ghost, one type of demon.
I think poltergeists are the most extreme type of spirit.
I would believe so, because obviously they attack.
And I also think I read, or the video I was watching, I think they said that there is no case of poltergeists where poltergeists are not friendly. It's always negative energy, like it's always a negative.
Well, that's normally how it starts, is, in most scary movies that involve like kids and ghosts, they're friendly at first. Like, oh, hey, well, I have this friend. It's like, oh, no, it's just an imaginary friend. Then it's like, shit hits the fan. Like,
Sinister. But that's a demon.
Yeah, Amityville Horror, shit like that. But it also says here that another type of ghost is an interactive personality.
I think that's just like the basic.
Yeah, it's the most common of all ghosts. Usually of a deceased person, someone you know, family member, historical figure, shit like that. Which I think, like, the most common form of that would probably be Abe Lincoln. Because
I was just about to bring this up. Yeah,
a
like
lot
the
of
White
people
House
see
is the
Abe
most.
Lincoln at the White House.
Well, yeah, and I was watching a video talking about that. It was like the number one most haunted place in the United States is the White House. I was like, what?
Yeah.
But it's because there's a lot of reports of Abe Lincoln and a lot of reports of, oh my god, I can't remember. It's the president's wife during the War of 1812 when they burnt the White House. I can't. It's Adams' wife, but I can't think of her name. But she basically saved a lot of the artifacts.
Yeah. Is it Abigail Adams?
Maybe something.
Let's just do some research here. War of 1812.
She saved a lot of the artifacts in the White House.
James Madison is who the president was. His wife was Mother of Dick.
Yeah, I knew it was War of 1812, but
I'm not used to looking at Wikipedia on the computer. I'm used to
it's weird
looking at it. No, that's
spouses.
Dolly Todd.
Is that right? Hold on.
Dolly Madison.
Yeah, Dolly Madison.
Oh,
yeah.
What the fuck? Oh, well, we said Adams.
That's my bad.
So we fucked up there.
Yeah, but I knew it was during the War of 1812.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, because when you think of like hauntings around here, where people say that their houses are haunted, it's an old person. Oh, well, I saw my wife or shit like that. Well, we are definitely in fall, if you can't tell, because of the leaves falling on our heads. Yeah. So another form of ghost is the ectoplasm or ectomist. My first.
I don't think I've ever had an experience with.
Oh, I've never had like a personal experience with ectoplasm, but
if I ever did, I think I'd probably freak out.
The movie A Haunting in Connecticut, or The Haunting in Connecticut, whichever, it's A or The, whichever. That's the first I ever heard of the ectoplasm.
Mine was Ghostbusters.
It was, well, that too, but one that like really stuck. And I think it's like the fucking, like, I guess the spirit in like a plasma form, and it like leaves from the body and then it goes into another body. because it says ever seen mist or fog that almost looks like it's swirling.
What is the channel?
He's been
Oh, he tore up our float. Yeah, he has the lid to the cooler that's on the float.
Oh.
But it says here,
So wait, is it like take the form of a person, but it's like a mist?
well, it says that it is ectomist or ghostly mist. Vaporous cloud usually appears several feet off the ground and can move swiftly or simply stay still, almost like it's orbiting. Says here, although they can simply appear this way, linger, then move away quickly, sometimes ectoplasms appear before becoming a full-bodied apparition.
Okay.
Many people have witnessed them outdoors in graveyards, battlefields, and historical sites. So, I would imagine that fucking Gettysburg is like riddled with these.
Oh yeah.
All of them. All of them.
Well, you know, they always associate
Well, I
mist with spirits appearing.
Yeah, I wouldn't really think that there being a poltergeist at a battlefield, though. I mean, because no one's really like staying there for them to get attached to and like fuck your life up the way
No,
that
but there
poltergeists do.
is like a different type of like haunting where you don't like it's bad, but it doesn't like it's not like built off of like latching to you.
Yeah. You remember that time at the wilderness when we saw that floating orb?
Yeah, because that's what we use to fuck with them the next year.
Yeah. Well, orbs are a type of ghost.
Yeah, orbs. I think
If you didn't know.
orbs are, I think, what get photographed the most.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of people don't count orbs either. I'm like,
Yeah, because they're often confused with like just dust that the camera flash is like reflecting off of or whatever.
But you can, to me, like the videos I've actually seen where it looks like orbs, it doesn't just move like dust or trash. A lot of times is just moving down.
Yeah.
I've seen orbs do like that. Like it'll be one thing and it'll go up or like do random motions on camera. So it's like,
Yeah, it says orbs are probably the most photographed type of anomaly. They appear as transparent or translucent ball of light that is hovering over the ground. Excuse me. Is believed they are the soul of the human or even an animal that has died and is traveling around from one place to another. Did not know that animals.
I did that. I did because well, that's why natives have so many different things associated with like associated with animals like
eagles, turtles,
yeah, because
wolves.
Yeah, a lot of times, like when they say it's your spirit guide, a lot of times they say it's like a relative returned into a spirit of an animal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hell, that's kind of like how Hispanics are, because they have like spirit animals and stuff, or spirit guides, like in the afterworld.
Well,
especially if you've seen Coco.
Yeah, I forgot what the actual name for them was.
Spirit guide.
Yeah, but there's like an actual name that starts with an A.
Like I know.
Yeah.
The company. A chauffeur. An usher.
Oh, but like what I was gonna say is like that's why a lot of times like when you see humans turn bad in native culture, they're either a fucking skinwalker or a damn what's a skin? I don't. You know what a skinwalker is, right?
It's like a zombie, isn't it?
It's a lot of people associate it with werewolves, but apparently, or like it's an American or a native werewolf. But they can't. They aren't just wolves. It can be any type of animal. And it is a person that is like has like evil energy that takes the form of an animal and will kill people, and they're banished from. And I mean, you know what a fucking oh shit, what are those things that eat when a human eats another human? Fucking
Cannibalism.
Yeah, but they turn into a demon. Oh my god. Hold on. You can go ahead and
A demon from a human eating another human.
No, hold on.
Another one is the last one is funnel ghost, and this is in a house or any type of building, and there's a cold spot, which this I have experienced
I've experienced
legit
cold spots.
in the Burger King in Blue Ridge, like right when you're getting out of LJ to Blue Ridge. Shut up. Oh, it's Wayne. Fuck, what was I saying?
You experienced it in the.
Yeah, it was at my last job when I was cleaning kitchens. I was doing something, and I was moving to a certain part of the restaurant. How are you, Wayne? I guess he's not gonna talk about it. I don't know. Probably because they had that other layer right here. But anyway, so I was in the main kitchen area, and then they have a spot where they put.
This is when you were cleaning.
Yeah,
Oh,
they had a
okay.
spot where they put their brooms at, away from their mops, and I noticed I was sweating, dripping sweat, and when I got to this area, I realized that it was super cold compared to the rest of the restaurant.
Yeah.
So the guy I was working with, he comes over there and he's like, holy fuck, you know, you're right. This is kind of weird. So we wrap up the job. Once one of the workers comes in, you know, we mention it. We're like, hey, I mean, obviously it's Blue Ridge. And that area is haunted as well. Good Lord. You look like he just got rid of a bunch of ectoplasm himself. Shit. Excuse me. Anyways, and she goes, oh yeah, that's our ghost. He knows when we're here and he knows when we're not. And I was just like, what the fuck? And she's like, oh no, he won't hurt you. He's real nice and all this and that. But yeah, he'll let us know whenever he's in. He'll drop a broom or make the room real cold. And I'm like, well, never coming back to this Burger King again.
I'm so mad I can't think of the name of these stupid things.
Is it a banshee?
It's a curse that gets put on a human if they eat another human. They're in other movies. They usually hunt humans on like mountains and stuff. I'm so mad I can't think of the name. I can see what they will. A lot of times they have horns. Big horns. Yeah.
Fucking
Damn it.
Kuru? No. Oh God.
No.
Well, we might show that. That's a little.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm looking at the Native American legends, and this shit's fucking crazy.
Are you done?
I see. I just see diseases, not a curse.
You know what the thing is? Someone's gonna know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about, and they're gonna be screaming.
And you said they're in the mountains.
Yeah, a lot of times in the mountains and stuff.
Oh, the fucking Wendigo. Yeah.
I'm so mad. Yeah,
I had to think about it. Whenever you said mountain, that's why I said mountains. But yeah,
Yeah.
the Wendigo from like fucking Until Dawn.
Yeah.
They have horns?
His tongue looks really good.
Awesome. They have horns?
Sometimes. In the newest Pet Cemetery, the one that came out last year.
Yeah, they have them in there.
You see one, and it has just, I mean, huge. The damn thing's like fucking 12 feet tall.
Yeah.
It's fucking terrifying. Yeah.
I guess they do have horns. It's also, if you haven't noticed, I'm just gonna put this in here now. We'll have pictures of everything. That way you can see, and we'll have different forms of it. Like obviously, I'll put one with horns because I didn't know Wendigo had horns, and then of course there's the
Just
one
the
from Until
mutated
Dawn.
human,
Yeah. Cool. I did not.
These are like the like what they're supposed to look like.
I wonder if these are what got confused with like Bigfoot and shit. But at the same time, I don't know because
I don't know. Well,
there's
'cause
like
they
a
also
whole.
believe in Bigfoot.
Yeah. Damn it, you guys.
Um, those and skinwalkers to me are probably the two most terrifying. Like
Let me
Native American.
see what that is because I'm not. Oh, okay. So I guess it comes from that.
Yeah,
From their. Oh, actually, no. You can see he's changing. Okay.
I mean, they are basically like native werewolves, but they can turn into more than just like.
Yeah. It says it's here the Navajo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though I don't have hair.
Fuck.
Yeah, those are really bad. Like
I'd be terrified of that.
that one looks like a fucking hyena.
Yeah. Like from Lion King.
Yeah. That would be terrifying if like a. I almost said something really good.
Oh,
But if someone-
retarded.
You get like a retarded Wendigo and it's like, or a retarded skinwalker and it's like Ed. And could you imagine that shit? Something just chased you through the woods going, that'd be terrifying. Tell me that wouldn't be the scariest shit.
It really would. It really would.
And just like, oh crap, what was that other one? There was another, like, I'm telling you, native legends are
Honestly,
fucking all just
like-
terrifying.
How would you even look at that? Native American.
Please don't blow
I
up. 'cause
searched
don't wanna
spirits.
overcast.
Look at Native American monsters.
Hang on, I'm getting it.
18 spooky Native American monsters that will keep you awake at night.
Oh, my phone's right there. Frick it.
But, this stupid thing won't go back.
Okay, so this is just for the YouTube. Forgot to hit record. We fucked up there, but it's okay. We'll just do a quick little rundown of what we've covered. Spotify, we apologize because you're going to hear this again. But, so, yeah, pretty much Flying Head, former tribe member that is cursed, comes and seeks vengeance for murders of other of elders. You have the Lechuza, which is owl women who hunt humans, especially children. Pacific Northwest, they come from the Yakama people, inhabitants of modern day Washington State. But the folklore has also traveled to southern Texas and Mexico.
Then Asa, I was talking about the Ghost Witch, who is a shaman that practiced dead magic, reborn as like a demonic entity. And basically, if you see one, you're fucked. Because it puts
Pretty
a
much.
curse on you just from looking at it or hearing its voice. And then I also talked about the Chihahan, the little cannibals who are like basically child-sized humans, dwarfs, that are incredibly strong and attack in large numbers and eat people. And apparently they were warriors that died and were reborn as these dwarf top creatures. And that, I think, catches us back up to where we were at.
Yep, it does. Next is the Flathead Lake Monster, which, looking at the picture, it just looks like fucking Nessie.
I'm pretty sure that's the monster for like the Lake Michigan.
Yeah,
Like-
that's what it says.
yeah.
It resides in Montana. This lake monster does.
There's also one for Lake Michigan. Yeah, that's the one I'm looking at.
The horned serpent. Okay. Yeah, I'm not even going to really try to pronounce any of these names. The Kootenai if I can find, I'm stopping. But apparently it is in Flathead Lake, Montana. The creature is typically described as an enormous ill-shaped animal with a body akin to that of a snake, measuring between 20 to 40 feet in length, blue-black skin, and gray-black eyes.
Yeah.
Apparently on one winter day, 2 girls saw antlers sticking through the ice on this lake, believing they belonged to a drowned animal, decided to cut them off. After cutting into the 2-foot-long antlers, the ice split open to reveal the monster, the awakening of whom caused the drowning of half the residents of the lake.
Holy shit.
Yeah, but like I said, judging by the picture, like, obviously this is like an actual picture. It's not like a drawing like how the other ones were, other than the one of the owl. I'll have to look at that later. Or just give it to me now. It legit looks like Nessie.
That looks like Nessie. The one I saw, it kind of seems like this one's more based on what you said. Oh, this one's a Cherokee legend.
Ah, so
the Yucatina, the horn serpent.
So these parts.
Cherokee legends prominently feature this dragon-like behemoth, which is believed to have originated as a human, taking the serpentine shape to seek vengeance on those who wronged them. Much like the dragons of European myth, there are stories of men proving their bravery by confronting one of these powerful beasts, who are also lightning fast and can devour a person in one bite.
Nice. Like I said, similar to the Loch Ness Monster in Scotland, modern reports of the Flathead Lake Monster are abundant in the local area, including a claim in 1889 by Captain James Kerr, 13 reports in 93, and an alleged surface of a 3-year-old drowning boy by the monster. Or alleged rescue. Why did I say surface? Where the fuck is surface even at?
I don't know.
So, yeah, and there's no, like, real proof of this thing being around, but fuck. Okay, that's the one. The depiction of the Tihihan, is that how you pronounced it?
That was how I was saying.
That looks like a mutant hairy ninja turtle with sharp fucking teeth.
I'd shit my what the fuck?
I'm glad that it's on here too, because I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to find a picture of this. I'm not gonna know how to spell it. But yeah, it's like you said, race of dwarves who preyed on native tribes living in the plains of Wyoming, Colorado. Not gonna go over it because he already has, of course.
I didn't know it was on here.
I didn't either. Next is
it's the fucking bat devil, I'm pretty sure. The bat god.
A classical Maya depiction of Kamazots, maybe. The Kamazots was a Maya god worshipped by pregnant women but feared by all others. The death bat is a god in Maya mythology, with the bat in general associated with darkness, night, and death throughout the native culture.
Well, this is the inspiration for Chernobyl, the Disney villain in Fantasia. The big demon that raises...
I've seen fucking Fantasia.
But that, it's like the Chernobog's made from that and a Minotaur put together. And it's like...
depicted as an anthropomorphic creature with the body of a human but head and wings of a bat. It is worshipped by a minority of Maya, notably by pregnant women who offer sacrifices to ensure a healthy baby. Pregnant women are recorded as venturing to a cave in Veracruz, Mexico, to make offerings. It is also believed by South American Arawaks. I don't fucking know. Kamazots is a predatory hunter targeting villagers who wandered with ill purpose at nighttime. We understand we're probably pronouncing all of these names wrong. It's fine. We're not politically correct. We don't give a fuck. But
there's also no, like, parentheses to show how you're supposed to pronounce it.
Like, when I see this thing, I just noticed it's got a dick and balls on there.
Damn.
But I would have liked to have seen like an illustration other than like a statue of it.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't seem scary to me in the slightest bit. But I mean, what the fuck do I know? They could tear us apart.
Is that horn serpent?
Well, this one says Ogopogo statue in Kelowna, British Columbia.
That's Canada.
So I know that.
Well, some people mock on it. They're like, why the fuck are they talking about Britain?
Fuck them. The Ogopogo is an ancient water demon who resides in Lake
Okanagan.
what the fuck ever, and demands a blood sacrifice to cross in peace. Also known as the
So it's a fucking
Nataka,
troll.
basically. Translated as water demon, is a lake monster who, according to Canadian folklore, lives in this lake in British Columbia, most commonly described as measuring between 40 to 50 feet in length. Resembles the extinct Mosasaurus, a carnivorous aquatic lizard from the Cretaceous period. As with the flathead lake monster, numerous sightings, but no actual fucking proof.
Hold on, I'm gonna check real quick. Just
It's recording. The flash is on.
Oh.
You fucking fool.
Well, dude, I don't like we fucked up once.
Yeah, I just hit the wrong button. Oh yeah, shit everywhere. Get ready. What happened to you?
Well, it was a dog,
Oh,
but you don't pay attention.
how I just said hocus
Shit that
pocus.
post.
You didn't post that.
I did.
Well, how am I supposed to know? I mean, whatever. The Mastodon.
That's not.
I'm over it. Honestly. What?
I said awkward.
Yeah.
What you mean? Yeah.
I don't.
I'm confused.
Those aren't. I don't think those are supernatural though.
Well, okay, never mind. It says a digital restoration of a mastodon, widely believed to serve as the inspiration to our next.
Oh.
Not even gonna try to pronounce that, but it is known as the stiff-legged bear, an enormous man-eating monster with a large head that allegedly preyed on native people throughout eastern North America. It's elephant-sized. Whatever these Indians are of modern-day Maine, detailing the creature's inability to sleep lying down due to giant inflexible legs. Cool. So yeah, it says it was assumed that the monster originated from early mastodon remains recovered by... That doesn't really sound scary, though. It just says it's a carnivorous monster of gigantic proportions, like, motherfucker, we have bears. So, I'm not sure. The Pisa bird, this is near Mississippi River.
Well, that's weird. A man-eating dragon.
That's what it says.
Looks like a griffin.
Yeah, kinda. Mythological man-eating dragon that lived along the bluffs of the Mississippi River. I guess that's Pisa.
Oh. Okay. That is actually kind of scary. It's similar to a manicore or a chimera.
In Persian and Greek mythology.
But those aren't. I didn't think those flew.
Well, obviously this one does because it's a dragon, depicted by an ancient mural on the cliff sides of the Mississippi River. It's painted between 1900 and 1200 CE. Although not surviving today, with explorers of the late 17th century recording the increasingly damaged state of the mural, blah, 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 blah. Okay, creature as large as a calf with horns on their heads, like those of a deer, red eyes, and a beard like a tiger's. Face somewhat like a man's, body covered with scales, and so long a tail that it winds all around the body, ending in a fish's tail.
If I saw that, I'd probably just die of a heart attack. Like, just based on how it's described.
Yeah, well, looking at the picture too, it's kind of like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That is creepy.
Yeah.
It's not like super scary though. Like I'm waiting. There we
There it
go.
is.
There is the skinwalker. It kind of looks like the Wendigo.
That's like, yeah, the
But
deer.
that one just looks like a rabid fucking deer.
On its fucking back legs.
Skinwalkers are evil witches with the power to turn into animals and even possess the bodies of other people.
Oh, no, that's on camera.
Oops. A skinwalker, also known as the, not even gonna try to pronounce that, is a witch who, according to Navajo folklore, has among other powers the ability to turn into and disguise themselves as an animal. Tricksters, notably the coyote, also include those reflective of death and darkness, such as wolves or owls. Is it meaning their eyes?
What do you mean?
I don't know. It just said something about reflecting.
No,
something.
it means like animals that are like reflected in death.
Ah, okay.
Like with that.
Yeah. I got you. According to Navajo legend, to become a skinwalker requires the willful murder of a close relative, and as such, they are both feared and reviled within Native mythology. Or reveled, not reviled, dumbass. Cool. They are prevalent beings in Navajo folk tales. These stories typically take form of climatic struggles between great persons of the tribe and the witch. Okay.
The one I had. Hold on, I want you to read how, or I want you to hear what this one. Like when it describes it, it said, the Wendigo, the evil that devours.
Let's talk about the Wendigo.
Yeah. It says, this one says, arguably the most powerful and deadly creature in American folklore. Spud, get down. He was on the table. It appears in many tribal legends, but best known depiction comes around communities around the Great Lakes region. Many early legends are cautionary tales enforcing taboos against cannibalism by claiming that any human who eats another's flesh will be transformed into a creature of pure evil, a form of Manustu, cursed with insatiable appetite. Not even loved ones are safe from their eternal hunger.
I want you to look at this fucking guy. Like, it looks like someone cut Batman's head off.
And beat him.
It's like a mixture of Batman and, what's his name? Glenn. Fucking Walking Dead.
That ain't right.
The Bakwa attempts to offer cursed food, whilst Kushtaka seeks to lure sailors to their gruesome death. So there's two of these?
Is that why it looks like there's two heads on it?
Does it look like there's two heads?
It looks like, I thought there was looked like another face on that side.
That just looks like feathers. Anyway, doesn't really say anything about those over here. Innately spiritualistic creature throughout Native American society, where there are numerous yet comparable accounts of a wide variety of evil supernatural spirits who prey upon tribes. Bakwas, also known as the wild man of the woods. Okay, so it's just one guy, or one thing. The spirit belongs to the modern day British Columbia. Shit. So I can't pronounce any of those.
Yeah, those like northern tribes have really weird names.
They offer ghost food out of cockle shells to humans stranded in a wood where drowned souls congregate. If they accept and eat the offered food, then they too become a ghostly being. Okay. Okay, it says here, equally, Kushtaka, or land otter men, are shape-shifting monsters belonging to the folklore of... Yeah. But why do I not have a picture of that? I'll have to find another picture of that. So, giants.
Well, we know about giants.
Oh.
Well, that's like
I don't know what that has to do with this, because, well, one, I don't know how to pronounce that. Was a giant cannibalistic demon who consumed humans and demons alike and routinely sought to abduct young men. Women, sorry. I mean, fuck, you never know. Southwestern United States. Like I said, don't know how to pronounce that.
Yeah, this is a really weird name.
Oh, I guess because it says right here, depicted as several times larger than a human. His torso described as being as big as a large elk.
Hold on. Read this part. Possesses long gray hair as prickly as porcupine quills. Skin so thick that knuckles appear horned. Muscular arms covered in black and white scales and a swollen red face with his bulging eyes never blink.
Let me just copy and paste this.
Oh, so you can try and find a picture of it?
Yeah, I want to see what this bitch looks like.
In a second, I think we're going to go to, like, different haunted houses we know of and stuff like that. Is it even...
There's not really anything on it, so this is going to be a tough one to find. 'Cause here we
that
are.
one might be the best one. But that's the one it
Yeah,
showed,
that's the
isn't
one
it?
that the website has. So.
Oh, well, you can... Yeah, there you can tell.
Kind of has it, so... I guess so. I guess.
Yeah.
He is routinely depicted with a giant flint axe or flint knife as broad as a man's thigh and twice as long. Good Lord. He has a long yellow tusk and long talons. Okay, apparently he is an incorrigible liar in addition to being a cannibal of both humans and his fellow demons. So this motherfucker
Don't give a fuck.
is the real deal Holyfield. Where we at?
Could you imagine a demon that eats other demons? Like
Who do you call him
not Ghostbusters.
that? This one is the
Oh,
horned serpent in Utah. Uctina, or Uctina, one of the two. Who knows? Horned water serpent was a near invincible crystalline snake with a gemstone in its head. And it is native to cherry. Did you talk about this one?
I think we did kind of did last year because it was in the new like Fantastic Beasts lore for the American Wizards. That thing plays a big role, like in the foundation of the American Wizarding School.
Yeah.
I don't think that's necessarily a good interpretation because I think they're supposed to be like that's probably
Fuck that. Yeah, fuck that.
But they're supposed to be like basically how like don't think of the basilisk from the Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah.
Think of like a smaller one, about like 6 feet. But they're all supposed to be beautiful to behold, apparently.
Right. What it says here, described as being as large as a tree trunk covered in magical scales with horns and a gemstone on its forehead. The horned serpent could not be harmed except in a single spot on its head. Its breath is poisonous. To slay the monster would win the warrior a crystal of immense power, granting a life of successful hunting, rainmaking, and romance. According to Cherokee legend, a great warrior named No-Telling achieved this feat, wherein he discovered the crystal required a sacrifice of blood each week. Without this tribute, the crystal searches for blood itself, becoming a ball of fire and murdering those it encounters. So
That's fucking crazy. I didn't know that part.
didn't either.
That seems like it's fun. Oh, that's that fucking evil dwarves.
The people eaters.
Well, that was the one I already talked about.
No. You,
Oh. Okay.
in addition
Yeah.
to the Tihihan, numerous other races of evil dwarves exist. So
The Nemagar.
I'm gonna assume that Santa fucking checked his naughty list more than twice and threw these bitches off somewhere. And there is the modern depiction of the Wendigo,
It looks
which
like a fucking cow.
yeah, kind of. Which I mean, we've already touched on that, so there's no point in
It was on here twice.
the Wendigo.
Yeah, it was on there earlier.
This the
'Cause that's why I went back to what mom was saying.
the Skinwalker was.
Oh.
Yeah, I was wondering why you went to the Wendigo then.
Sorry,
but
my
it
bad.
is what it is. I was like, what? Two-Face. So apparently, Two-Face was a Indian demon before he was a Batman villain.
It has razor sharp elbows.
He murders his victims with razor-sharp elbows. He exists among the Sui, Plains, and Omaha tribes.
It's also known as sharp elbows.
Yes.
Could have come up with a better name, Indians. Natives.
You bastard.
What?
He's
Dude,
a
I'm part native.
two-faced monster who enjoys preying upon native populations, torturing and gruesomely disfiguring his victims before murdering them. Typically depicted in folklore, all who gaze upon either of the twin visages,
Visages. Faces.
Vase.
Massage. The bases.
Two-Face become paralyzed by fear, or in some cases die instantly. He utilizes his extremely sharp elbows to stab his frozen victims to death. So if you fucking die instantly, this dude's just gonna fucking mutilate your body. As with several Native American monsters, Two-Face is widely considered to retain a preference for children or female victims, especially pregnant women. Why? Why do you gotta pick on fucking pregnant women? What do they do to you? Why you gotta pick on women in general, you bitch? This the mermaid? Perverted merman, lying in wait for his prey. So the perverted merman hides in rivers and watches women as they bathe. So fucking peeping Tom is a demon in Indian folklore. Algonquin mythology, something like that. Abenaki people, South Kakalaki. Described as half man, half fish, with a childlike human face.
Get off there.
Endam Kinawet. What the fuck?
That's its name.
Yeah. Lives in streams and lakes where women regularly wash themselves. He does not seek to harm these women or to scare them. He just wants to fucking jerk his baloney to you. And
hey, at least it's not.
some traditional stories do include attempted molestation, but for the most part, perverted merman is just that, a pervert. So he
Just a peeping Tom.
He just wants to beat his meat and give you his man gravy. He's just nasty. The Wachug, similar to the Wendigo, so no point.
Oh yeah, that's the Canadian one.
Yeah. You know, for Canadians being nice people, they have some.
A
fucked
lot
up
of the on the western side is still natives, and that's where a lot of this stuff comes from. Oh yeah.
Underwater panthers that lived in the Great Lakes and could control the waters of their domains. The Mitsubishi, also known as that's mean.
That's probably how
The
the Misha Bizwiz.
the Mishi bourgeoisie, or whatever the fuck it was called.
The bourgeoisie.
Also known as the underwater panther or great lynx, is a legendary creature belonging to the mythologies of native inhabitants of the Great Lake regions of North America. He has just one eye, horns, either a single horn in the center of its forehead or a pair. He is shaped like a buffalo, albeit with paws, allowing for rapid swimming. He has dorsal fins, a spiked tail, and is covered in scales. Because of the latter characteristics, it has been speculated that the Mitsubishi is in fact derived from the prehistoric Stegosaurus.
Okay.
I can see that from
Yeah, I
that
can
depiction
too.
of it. That scared the fuck out of me because I thought this painting moved. That is it. That is everything that we have as far as Native American spooks and things.
Do you want to talk about haunted places, or do you want to save that?
Let's save that for what we have planned.
We do have something planned.
Something big planned.
And we might shit her.
We mean big. My gun will be carried with me.
Oh yeah.
We might make a blowtorch of some sort, or some type of flamethrower, Molotov cocktails, whatever the fuck we got.
Do we want to save that for the last episode? Yes.
Yeah, we'll save that for the last episode. So you're getting 4 episodes of Spooky Season. Next week's will be out, obviously, next week. This episode is this week. And
Next
then,
week, I guess we'll talk about world, like, outside of America's.
yeah, we could dig into some folklore from, like, Mother Russia.
Fucking Chinese legends are pretty fucked up too.
Chinese legends. I mean, there's a bunch of.
I can't think of what it's called, but they're fucking the water demon thing they have there. Hell
I
no.
probably know what it is. I just can't think of it.
I can't think of its name. But fuck that thing. There's a lot of stuff like that. I know I bring this up a lot, but if you're like a big Harry Potter fan, and you read the books, all of the shit they talk about, like the creatures and all that, it's based off of real mythology.
Yeah.
The shit's fucked up.
Very fucked up. But with that, we are going to get out of here because it is dark. I'm kind of hungry now.
And we definitely don't want one of those witch ghosts come out.
Exactly. Not feeling a Wendigo chasing me or my dog. So, we hope y'all have a wonderful Friday. And we'll see y'all on the next one.
Y'all also missed me doing the fucking intro for once, and we had to cut that shit.
Yep, Derek did the intro, and it got fucked up. And shit happens, so. See ya!
Bye, guys.